today was my last day of my internship, and I spent most of the day tying up loose ends, saying goodbye to all the awesome people on my team, and a bunch of other interns as well. I was able to give out gifts to my team lead and also to my manager. I also had the opportunity to have a final coffee chat with my manager, and he talked a bit about going forward, what to expect, some general advice, also how the tech industry is really cooked, and also to make sure that when you're looking for roles, I think try maybe stay away from US companies, or make sure you keep a good work life balance, because it's very easy to enter a company where they don't prioritize you and they only prioritize profits over everything. And it's making sure that even if you're going into that sort of scenario, being just aware of that's like the priorities of certain companies. I think that perspective was very good to know. Some other things as well. Gave some chocolate out. Gave my team lead some Aesop hand sub, which, despite the steep price tag, I think is a pretty great gift. Personally, if I got Aesop hand soap, specifically Resurrection, dude, that is like honestly incredible. An incredible hand soap. It smells so nice. It literally felt like my hands were resurrected. And I also got some samples here, some Aesop face cream for your face, but you could also probably use it for your hands too. My hands are so dry. Otherwise, spend most of the day. I didn't have any work to do, because even if I did, I wouldn't be able to finish it, because it was like my last day, and I literally gave away my laptop. I had to return it, as well as my access card. But once the day ended, I spent it with a few of my intern buddies, and we went to Haidi Lao. How Chinese of us to have hot pot as a final celebration, and then afterwards we went to Meat Fresh, a dessert place, to kind of just talk, chat. And then we also played a lot of Imposter. That's kind of our go-to game, and I had a lot of fun there. And it was quite bittersweet. And that's a common phrase I come back to, bittersweet. But in what kind of way? I think, for me at least, I've mentioned this before, but I'm not too much of a sentimental person. That's a lie. I am a sentimental person. In fact, today I got a bunch of the interns to write nice little like notes on like a piece of paper, and then I and then I put those pieces of paper on my wall. So I have a huge wall of just a bunch of posters of kind things or like drawings all my friends made. So that's pretty sentimental. But I'd say I wouldn't get too um, emotional. Maybe it's the right word. Well, I don't feel like overcome with like sadness or grief. I think I'm generally a very positive person, and even when I have to say goodbye to people, I don't feel like incredibly sad. I don't feel like longing or grieving or anything, as if I'm that's the last time I'll see them. And even if that's the case, I think for me it's just I have such confidence that I'll meet these people again. This won't be the last time, and even if it is the last time, um, I wish them the best. And I think I don't have to be there to see them again to know to be to know that they're doing well, if that makes sense. Um, yeah, because I think I've been saying a lot of goodbyes to a lot of people, but I don't feel sad. I don't feel weird and surreal or anything. I just kind of recognize it as a natural part of life. You separate from friends, but you're always able to keep in touch. I think that's the main thing too. If I ever had a longing to like really want to meet this person again, it's so easy. One, they're just like a city away, so I could always book an airplane ticket if I really longed that much, or really missed them that much. And always I could reach out to them via the awesome internet, via Instagram, right? There is always that option. And the final thing today, oh my gosh, I asked somebody out to be my Valentine. So your boy is doing some stuff during Valentine. He's not gonna be a fat fucking chud with no Valentines this February. Not to say that are a fat fucking chud if you don't have any plans. It's a little joke, but yeah, I wasn't really expecting that. And that's surprising because yesterday my date went really well, and then she also made it very clear, like the most obvious signs, like me asking her to be my Valentine's was the equivalent of making like an open layup, right? It it was kind of just a given, but I think even then it still felt pretty high stakes because I have no previous dating experience, so everything it feels like diffusing a bomb, and I'm worried if I mess up things will explode. I know there is a much larger margin for error there. But yeah, there'll be dinner plans, and I think things will be pretty good. So I'm very excited about that. But before that date at 6 p.m., I have a lot of other work to do. But that's all of the updates from me. I hope this video journal has been a little bit more succinct. I think still I'm making an active effort to try to use less filler words, to try and be a little bit more direct with what I'm saying. And it's always just a good skill to be conscious about. Anyways, thank you for watching and goodbye.